thing, man. The kid came to play every game, and I just want him to keep that same hunger, in the league. Because, once some guys, man, when they make it to the league, they kind of lose that, oh, man, I made it. But I think with Willie, since he's been in the UFL and the USFL for 2 years now, hey, them paychecks don't hit the same in the UFL as they do in the NFL. You know what I mean?
What did Miss Purdy tell Willie? You tell your daddy I said hello.
She said, hey, but on the cool, that's God bless, bro. You just messed me up with that. That's crazy. You just did that.
Stated that it was a semblance of a linebacker room. It wasn't. We had a safety playing linebacker, and light in the ass was a nice way to fucking put it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We have linebackers, and the reason we like this kid, not just the forced fumbles, which is very astute of you, Rue. It was the last 2 years he has led the league in tackles. Yeah. That's effort. That is Smith in his play.
Emmitt Smith. Yeah, I'm getting to our Cowboys, but I'm just saying it's so many awesome athletes that's play professional sports that we actually got to see. We didn't have to go to YouTube. We seen it. And we just want the same for our kids, man. To see the Cowboys, horse that trophy up, man. That feeling.
To see Rue see that.
Yeah, to see Rue see.
I was alive, Mikey. I was alive. I had the birthday cake and everything. Shit, Super Bowl used to be on my damn birthday, so don't even go there.
That's my birthday. Every player in the league would say.
Well, I think D-Locker's still good to the passer. I just think he sucks at it now. But, that's just my opinion because he's tired.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit for you to say. Like, that's bullshit. I was
trying to get on Mondo.
Shot to fucking Michael Parsons. And fuck Michael Parsons. Team D-Lock.
I was trying to get him that.
I'm tired, bro.
His ass being on first take.
I don't have a good feeling about this game,
man. Take your ass back to sleep and wake up again.
No, hey, we could be rah so many weeks, big fella. Like, we could be rah so many weeks. But ultimately,
this is one of those games that kind of has you guys. This is one of those games that has you kind of looking at it like, it's Buffalo, it's Josh Allen. We get it, but
maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I want to be the smart one and say the Cowboys lost, and then I called it.
You gotta leave that to me, being the smart one. Okay, I just need you to be an analyst like you're supposed to be for the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm analyzing this, and
just want you to just keep this in your mind. keep it in your mind, okay? Keep these winged helmets in your mind, and I want to just let it marinate in your spirit. So next Thursday and next Friday, just keep this image in your head, okay? Keep it in your head, and the big fella needs to be happy.
From Stop 6, Texas, it's the big fella, Dallas Cowboy Chris. And from Cholo Town, the 915 is 21, Armando 21. And from the capital city of Texas is my man, Retro Fit Sports. It's Rude. And from the great state of Arizona, he's Mikey 520.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Cowboy fans.
What's going on?
Man, it is the Cowboy Up podcast. Y'all know what the day is. It's Tuesday. It is Tuesday. It is Tuesday. It is Tuesday. Hey man, I always like to introduce the crew, man. Y'all know where they are, but hey, that dude from the west side of Texas, man, Cholo Town. It's 21 Armando 21. What's up, 21?
What's going on, big fella? Retrofit Rue? What's up?
And then y'all know where he is, man. From the capital city of Austin, man. It's my man, Retro Fit Sports. It's Rue. What's up, Rue?
Man, I'm chilling. What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
Hey, man. It's another Tuesday, man. And the Cowboy Up podcast is ready to rock and roll. Bobby Davis, what's up, man? What's going on, Bobby? Yeah, man. Look, it is the off season, man. Coming off of that fire ass show last Tuesday with Brock Hoffman.
Man.
Hey, man, I think we still kind of on a high, from that, man. Once again, thank Brock for gracing us with your presence, man. To allow our little podcast to have you on and everything like that, man. And we had a ball though. We did. But hey, man. So how everybody been since last Tuesday? Rue, is your nerves better? Yeah, are you better?
Yeah, man. You already know how it goes. Oh snap!
Yeah. Y'all see him come through the damn back door. You saw him. You saw him come through the back door.
I
Just like
did.
landscape.
Hey, with that bright ass shit on. I was like, how he gonna come to sneak through the back door with that bright stuff on, man?
Hey,
What's
man.
wrong?
Where'd he come in
All
through,
right.
big fella?
I'm not
The
gonna
back
make the show.
door.
I need to take a shower.
Hey, y'all know I'm
Yeah.
from the South. It ain't the back door. The back door. He went
Back
through
door.
the back door. You gonna slide his ass through the back door like that, man? What up, Mikey? What's up, baby?
Man, we're not used to having storms over here, so we're doing a lot of recovery damage these last couple of days. It's kind of been ridiculous.
Uh,
I don't know. We had an E1 tornado touchdown for like the first news on Arizona.
Hey man, first of
Now
all,
I
stop.
understand
Y'all,
this-
hold on, Mikey. You need to say hi to my mommy. Hi, mommy.
Miss
How you
Eugene?
doing, Miss Eunice? I hope you don't need the switch.
Mommy's in the building. But look, so y'all had some storms to water your rocks and cactuses. Okay, what's the problem? What's the problem?
See, these trees ain't used to this wind and precipitation. So like there was trees all down all over the freaking city. It's ridiculous. Like landscapers are getting their money right now for sure.
Man, y'all got landscapers there? What they do? They
They blow the rocks.
They move them. They move them.
Moving rocks.
They take them.
It's called
They take them
decorative
before
gravel.
they make it all nice and pretty, and make you a whole Grand Canyon in your front yard. Like
Hey,
Hey,
that.
doing it in 120 degree heat, they should get paid for that shit.
I believe it.
Hey, bro, I know when you sent us the video on our group chat, I was like, man, it's getting down in Arizona, man. Hey,
Mhm.
hey, that's some North Texas type stuff, man. In the spring,
Oh, and then to see the funnel cloud, I didn't see it, but I saw videos of it. It actually touched down. Like tornadoes are gonna start coming like bullshit. It's,
Wow.
it's 1,000 degrees and we get tornadoes too. Nah, man. That was the
Wow.
whole thing. Like, we'll
mean,
deal with
welcome
the
to
heat
Texas.
as long as we don't have tornadoes, hurricanes,
Mhm.
and shit like that. But now it's starting. Like, I blame California. I know tornadoes don't come to California, but they bring that shit with them.
What does California got to do with Arizona?
It's the influx. It's the influx of these people.
You brought it with you.
Global warming, baby. Global warming at its finest right there.
So you saying transport plants from California to Arizona brought the weather to Arizona? Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
Shout
sir.
out to
Yes,
California,
sir. Because
man.
I heard Texans transplant into New Mexico. They don't get to Arizona, so it is what it is. So how you guys doing?
Hey man, we fine. You know, we just doing our how you been segment. You know, since last week, man. How you been feeling since you properly ended the interview?
We've been cool, man. It's crazy to see it. It's crazy that stepping up to the next level, seeing the responses from it, and it's like still surreal. You know what I mean? Kind of pinching ourselves a little bit for having that milestone, and then thank you, Freddie Moves, for the nice new logo. And on Saturday night, we were having a group session. As much as the Rue was reluctant for that, but we'll talk about that another time.
He was busy. He was preoccupied, Mikey. He was preoccupied. He couldn't get into the group text that night. Okay,
well, we got that new logo, man. We'll be putting up in shirts and getting them out there, man. We got to get them out there for sure, man. Check out the new logo right there, right next to Roof.
Some stickers and everything. We're gonna work on the
logo too, man.
Yeah, I like the logo. It was a working process. It wasn't exactly pulling teeth, but we all had a majority stake in the process. Like I said, except Rue, because he was working on his arms. He ain't gonna
let it go. He ain't gonna let it go on his arms. Rue, he ain't gonna let it go.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I thought I talked about this.
You don't remember?
I remember seeing it. Like I remember the play. I remember the little bolded letters.
You know what the I know, Mikey, you were talking about the black version of the logo. You know what that reminds me? You remember at the swap meet they had them black jerseys, them black Emmett Smith, Troy. That's what it reminded me of. Yeah. I was like, damn,
I like that black logo. That other logo. I don't know how we got that logo. Who made that logo?
I think the big fella put it together.
I think you did
the black logo.
The black logo
of this one.
The kind of, it's kind of like Rue's shirt right now. The same kind of color scheme. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey man, shit, I don't know.
But it's the old style. So yeah, it was cool. It was an adventure. Who knows? Digitally we could change, but I like it now. I really do like it. It's very readable. It's very legible. And, shout out to my boy, Freddie Moves. He's going to be dropping pretty soon. He's going to be having some music. He's done a couple of Cowboys anthems, and see when we get him on the pod.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, look, man, let's jump on in this show, man. The title of the show today was Top 10 List. Top 10 list. What's his name? Was he on ESPN.com or was he on NFL?
Yeah, it was ESPN. I mean, ESPN Plus is where I got it from.
Yeah, ESPN Plus,
and it's from all the NFL execs.
That's what I was about to say. It's the executives, right?
It's the executives from the NFL.
Yeah. The executives and scouts around the NFL came up with their top 10 list. Okay. And the one, of course, that caught our eye, especially me, the dacker that I am, they came up with the list. And let me grab it for y'all. Give me 1 second. I had it, then I lost it. Okay, now
prepare for 45 minutes of this shit.
No, man. The Can fan, what's up, baby? Hey, matter of fact, Anthony, if you want to join us, baby, you can feel free, man. I'm gonna throw the link out there real quick. So if you want to join us, anybody want to join us tonight, man, you feel free to join us because we're in the off season. We getting ready for the training camp, so we're doing some things that we wouldn't normally just linger on. But
9 days away.
So let me put this up real quick, okay? So this is the top 10 quarterbacks by scouts and executives in the NFL. Okay. This is their top 10 list, not fans, not players. It's executives and scouts around the NFL. Okay. We all know Patrick Mahomes will be 1. They got Burrow 2, which I don't like. Josh Allen 3. Lamar Jackson 4, which I really can't stand. Matthew Stafford, Justin Herbert shouldn't even be in the top 10. CJ Stroud shouldn't either. Aaron Rodgers, Jared Goff, and at number 10 is your Dallas Cowboys. Honorable mention is Brock Purdy, Jordan Love, Jalen Hurts, Tua Tagovailoa, Kirk Cousins, and Trevor Lawrence. Okay, Trevor. So, I've when I was reading it, I was saying my piece. I'm gonna get rid of this. So, guys, what do y'all think about the list?
First of all, I want to know who do you on this list? Who's good for you guys on this list? Who are you guys okay with on this list?
I'm of course we're good with Patrick.
Yes,
Yeah, obviously.
I'm good with Matthew Stafford.
Yeah,
I'm good with Aaron Rodgers. I'm good with Jared Goff, and I'm good with Dak. I'm not good with Joe Burrow. I'm not good with Lamar Jackson, and I'm not good with CJ Stroud.
Yeah, the CJ Stroud thing is.
Yeah, I mean he played 1 year and he won 1 playoff game, and you telling me he's automatically better? Yes, against Flacco.
Joe Flacco.
So when you put people ahead of I know this shouldn't be a caveat, but I always say, okay, the man did finish second in MVP, right? So that means he had that year. He had that year the year before. He had that year the year before that. You know, he got 12-5 teams, and I think the media, the public persona over our quarterback, man, has ruined his reputation, and has ruined his reputation a lot with Cowboy fans also, which I can't freaking stand. And I go round and round with them, and they got him at 10. We know he's a top 10 quarterback, but they got him at 10. That's the problem I have. So, Rue, let's start with you, baby. So with that list, I'm gonna bring the list up one more time. Let you look at it.
Yeah, leave the list up.
And I have it. I have it too.
You got it. Okay.
Did you make it?
I just want y'all to see the list. Okay. This is the top 10 list, and people in the comment, y'all tell me if does Dak deserve to be at 10? He should be higher. He should be out. Hey, throw me some comments. Let me know. So, Rue, out of this top 10 list, the question I have for you: who should be in? Who should be out?
And when you say should be out, I believe that this is a correct top 10 list for the league, because any of those honorable mention names at the bottom, I don't see better than a lot of these guys that are here. And in a lot of different situations, like 8, 9, 10, 11 could be interchangeable. It's just kind of based on what you prefer in terms of what you're looking at for a quarterback. But with what you said in the beginning, the names that I would move on this list, and I'm going to make one quick point about Josh Allen, but names I'd move on this list are Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, CJ Stroud. Or no, not Lamar Jackson. Just Justin Herbert, CJ Stroud. I'm not going to discount a guy that's won 2 MVPs. I just can't. And the fact is, Lamar Jackson's a very dynamic player that plays the position like nobody else in this league does. And he does it with limited weapons around him to top it all off as well. So I'm not going to discount Lamar Jackson. He's made it to an AFC championship game, and he's won 2 MVPs. And with Lamar, it's all about style. Is he going to work in Dak Prescott's offense? Absolutely not. Am I saying that he's the passer that Dak Prescott is? 100% no. But he's still a dynamic and exciting football player that I believe is 100% a top 10 and really right where he belongs at 4. With Josh, if Josh was the Dallas Cowboys quarterback and Dak Prescott played for the Bills, they'd be switched.
Exactly.
I shit you not. Yeah, because if you look at it, the only thing Josh Allen fans are hanging on to is that AFC championship game that he lost. That's the only game you're holding on to, because his career as a whole is never past the divisional round. 5-5 in the playoffs.
We've all
And
seen
all your wins came, and the only reason you're at 500 is because your wins came in that AFC divisional run. Other than that, you've never passed the divisional round with Josh Allen. And their numbers are very similar. Matter of fact, your boy Josh throws more picks than my guy does. If their jerseys were different, I'm telling you right now, people would have a completely flipped personality on those two. And when you look at their careers as a whole, it's glaring. It's absolutely glaring. With Matthew Stafford, I believe he should be lower, but he definitely belongs on the top 10 just based on his body of work and the fact that I still think that he's got life left in that arm. Aaron Rodgers has been left off of a lot of people's top 10 for guys like Jordan Love and Brock Purdy and Jalen Hurts. Like Aaron Rodgers is still that man in this league, and if he can go past one play, you know what? I'll tell you this: you're going to see a different guy come out, and I don't care about the ayahuasca shit. But you can interchange some guys, like you can interchange Jared Goff with Jalen Hurts, or even Brock Purdy. You can interchange that. But I went over this a few weeks ago. Jared Goff's resume is what it is in terms of his playoff status. In the playoffs, he's 5-4, Super Bowl loss, NFC Championship loss. There's things that all of these guys have done in the playoffs, and the biggest difference that I see from the top to the bottom is how far they got. Not necessarily what they won, because the only one that's consistently won on this list is at the top, and that's it.
Yeah. All right, 21. I'm gonna pull the list back up for you, 21. Who should be in? Who should be out?
So on this list, I'm in sync with Rue. I think that Josh Allen, he deserves to be on the 10 on this list, but not at 3. I think Dak Prescott needs to be 3. I'm one of those guys that I think Aaron Rodgers is out of the 10 list. I would put Tagovailoa actually on that list.
What?
Wow. Okay.
Aaron Rodgers to me is the Mike McCarthy of quarterbacks. You got that one Super Bowl, and you know it's you riding on that one Super Bowl. But
but on this list, who else has one?
Yeah, I mean, just besides
Mahomes,
right?
Mahomes and
But
Matthew
that's all that's
Stafford.
eating.
Yeah.
He's the Michael
Mahomes
Jordan.
and Stafford.
The rest of us
Mahomes
are Patrick Ewing and Charles Barkley.
Yeah, Mahomes and Stafford are the only others that have a Super Bowl victory. Yes.
But we haven't seen Rodgers do anything, after he left the Packers, right? So, so I would definitely put Dak at 3, Lamar stay at 4. I would move Justin Herbert down. Justin Herbert would be 10. Justin Herbert, he gets this hype, and what have we seen him do?
That killed me too, man. And every time we played the Chargers, Dak Prescott has killed them, and Justin Herbert hasn't done it.
And he's for some, and in everybody's list, he's always higher than
always.
I don't
Always.
And it's not that Dak beats him; it's he's the reason they lose.
Yeah,
that's true too.
And then the CJ Stroud, you got a rookie quarterback who, he got to a playoff game. He beat Joe Flacco, as we said, as Ru said earlier, as you guys said earlier. But this sophomore season that's one of the guys I really want to see if he can replicate. I mean, he's gonna have the weapons.
All I got to say about CJ Stroud, he ain't never beat Michigan.
I tell you this: expectations change a lot.
Yeah,
he beat Michigan.
Expectations changes a lot with these players, and he's got a lot of help around him. I mean, Nico Collins, Tank Dell, just picked up Stephon Diggs. He's got Dalton Schultz, who's another top 10 player on one of these lists. It's you just got hooked up, and he's got weapons galore. So with the expectations, I mean, we'll see what he does.
All right, Mikey. You're up, man.
Throw that
You need.
list on there, please.
I'm on
Roll
throw
that,
the
roll
list
that
up.
beautiful bean
No.
footage.
There it is, Mikey. There it is. Let me move this
Well,
comment out your way.
obviously-
Hold on. Let me move the comment out your way.
Obviously, the King's up. You know what I mean? All due respect to the King. And, you know, Joe Burrow's still eating on his Super Bowl appearance, and which has been far, you know, it's been 2 years, but it's just the swagger and the way he does it. But you forget that he was 10-7 going into that year, and they made a good run and made it into the Super Bowl. But I respect the kid. I like the kid's moxie. Josh Allen, you know, like Ruth said, and he said it perfectly. It's the Spider-Man meme with Dak Prescott and Josh Allen, but I think Dak Prescott is better. But you know, people just don't see it that way. Like the word expectations that Ruth said, and the expectations fall heavier on Dak Prescott than Josh Allen because they don't have a Super Bowl in their franchise. They lost 4 times to us. I think Lamar is where he's at just because you can't deny those two MVPs. And that's good, though. It's good for our case for Dak Prescott because that guy's up there, which is a 2 MVP winner, right? But when they want to talk about the last taste in our mouth with Dak Prescott, because that's what has him at 10, his playoff, the way he plays in the playoffs, Lamar Jackson falls in the same damn category, but they haven't moved Lamar Jackson for shit. So why does it count for Lamar, but it doesn't count for Dak? Because we're talking about Dak here. Justin Herbert, the best I see him is 10. I could see Brock Purdy better than him.
Yep.
Even with the wins, Jalen Hurts is better than him. I don't see where people get this love for Jordan Love. I know beating the great Cowboys, you know, slaying the great Cowboys, the way they did it, elevate him and boasted him to another level all of a sudden. But I'll put where Love and CJ Stroud go, the way we've judged Jalen Hurts, I need to see it for 2 years. The league catches up to you. The league's going to get film on you. These coordinators get millions and millions of dollars. There's Dan Quinns of the world out here. There is guys that will scheme you up. There's Belichick's out here. There's the Ryans of the world that are going to catch up to you. Like the league's going to catch up to you. We've seen it with every new quarterback. The only body that wasn't fazed by that are people like Patrick Mahomes, people like Joe Burrow that had the arm talent and the personnel, and they've gone through their sophomore slump. Let's see the maturation of CJ Stroud. Let's see what happens. Does he go forward? Does he fall flat on his face? I'm kind of with Mondo, and he kind of opened me up to the Aaron Rodgers thing because he hasn't done shit, but I think it's more reverence to the man. You know what I mean? And what is this? And then with that being said, is this a career-based list? Or is this it's a recency list? And the recency list, they got it convoluted.
Yes.
Because they got a little bit of both to carry their narrative and to have the big narrative. And here goes for the Dacker to say fuck you to Dak Prescott, for the Colin Cowherds of the world to leave him at 10 or say he's lower than that. You know what I mean? This guy was either 1 or 2 in every major quarterback stat last year, but at the same time, CJ Stroud is number 6 because they're going off of things last year. Well, if we're going off of things last year, he should be number 2, correct?
Yes.
But all of a sudden, it's a lifetime reputation thing. So it's a narrative, and it's on a goddamn curve. That's why these preseason lists, they're fun for our content, but for the most part, they're full of shit in their validity.
And could it even be for the upcoming season list? Like there's no way to know. There's really no way to know. But it does seem like an achievement award the way you're trying to the way you're
it's a little bit of both. Because if it's an achievement award, what the hell is CJ Stroud doing there? Or what the hell is Justin Herbert doing there?
Exactly.
So all it is a narrative graded on a curve to double, dude. I wish they just put this all over the freaking Dak Prescott's locker room. Change the narrative. Be the narrative, because this is the damn narrative.
Yeah,
Dude,
I mean,
all these dudes are graded on a curve for recency and lifetime. With just alone with Aaron Rodgers being there, that's a career. Being graded on his career, but like I said, having Justin Herbert and CJ Stroud there, so that's being graded last year or their potential. Like have it one way or the other, but don't feed us, don't piss on us and tell us it's raining.
You got to include Burrow too, because he was hurt all last year. He was hurt all.
Yeah, and that's the
and
thing.
They got him at 2.
That kid, Macaulay Culkin, got us in love with him, straight up.
Hey, but Joe Burrow is a damn good quarterback, man. And
no, we're not saying he's not, though. We're not saying he's not, though, Rue. What I'm saying is, I'm like with Mikey. What is the list? Is it based off your history, or are you basing it off of last year?
Right?
Because with this list, you can't be basing it off of last year, but then you are basing it off of last year.
But I almost even feel like this is what they believe that's going to happen for the upcoming season. These are who they believe for the upcoming season. I believe that these are the quarterbacks that they think are going to have the best years coming up. And out of these 10, the thing is, man, I've been high on the Jets all off season. I really think that the Jets are going to be able to do something, especially if Aaron Rodgers stays healthy. But that's the key. You can say the same thing about Joe Burrow. If Joe Burrow stays healthy, they have the potential to be one of the teams that can actually keep up and beat the Chiefs. And this could be one of the last years they get to do it, because that team's going to get paid eventually, and they're going to end up losing somebody. And it might be Higgins sooner than they thought.
What about Justin Herbert? What about Justin
With
Herbert?
Justin Herbert, it's the potential. That's the only thing that I can point to, because he's one of the few guys on this list.
It's been potential for 4 years, though. It's always been potential for 4 years.
But there's also the coaching. But there's also the coaching incompetency, and the fact that, just like Mikey just pointed out, they just got Harbaugh. It's going to be a different offense. He's not going to have to throw for 4,500 yards. Harbaugh is going to throw the ball, do some play action. He's going to be working this offense for this kid. And as good as he's been in this high flying bullshit that he's been doing, it's going to be different now going forward with Harbaugh. And you have to expect that he's either, I mean, they're expecting him to stay, like, either get better or whatever, right? That's why he's in the conversation. That's why he's in the mix. Because if he can maintain what he's been doing under Harbaugh, they would imagine that the coaching has really been the difference, because his coaching has been absolutely abysmal. It's been really bad.
So once again, it's now the list has changed to potential, to last year, to career. That's the confusing part about this list to me. Okay, because what are they basing it on? What are the scouts and front office people basing it on? That's all I want to know. Because if you base it on if you base it on last year, Brock Purdy should be 2. He's an honorable.
Boom. Boom.
Okay, so that's what I don't understand. Okay, but then when you base it, and if you're gonna base it off of a longevity, Aaron Rodgers should be 1. Okay.
If you're going to paint it another way, maybe it's a list of, like, if you could go out and get any one of these players at these positions, if I could have my pick of the litter, this is who I'd take in this order. If I could pluck my way through the league and just pick up players, these are the guys that I would take at each position, and this is the order that I would take them in. And that's potential, that's what they've done, that's what they expect them to do, because you got to think that there's teams. I mean, imagine if San Francisco was to go out and get a guy like Herbert, because we can all sit here and agree that as we look at them as quarterbacks, you would take Herbert over Brock Purdy, would you not?
Yeah, I would, because Brock Purdy's 1-1 with Shanahan.
So imagine if he had Justin Herbert in a San Francisco 49er uniform. Shanahan's doing backflips. He's been able to. That dude is a Mr. Irrelevant, man. This is a 7th.
It's like the Rams picking up Stafford. It'd be the same kind of thing.
I'm just saying, you can't.
On this one, I would, if I'm the Niner coach, I'm like, I'm gonna dance with the devil I know. That's Purdy, because once you put Purdy in there, your team got to the Super Bowl. right? He did everything he asked him to do. Justin Herbert, I don't care his coaching or whatever, his potential was supposed to get them to the playoffs. And then when he did get to the playoffs, you had this big ass lead against the Jaguars, and then your ass choke it away. Y'all remember that game? Saturday night, they up 28 on the Jags. They up 28 on the Jags, bro. And they lost. So all this potential and all this other crap, it's okay. Well, I am biased because, like I said, I'm a Dak fan. But the list to me is just confusing to me, because I don't know what you're basing it off of.
With me, big fella, I was on the same boat with you, but Rue kind of opened it up for me, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I think that they're basing themselves off of what could be this upcoming season. I saw it more that way once Rue mentioned that. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I guess that's what they're doing. They're saying, to me, that's what I see the list as this upcoming season. This is what we're seeing, right?
Yeah, and then it's a different argument. Then, yeah, if that's what they basing it off, what could happen this season? Okay, I'm cool with it.
But I'm still like Dak at 3. Like that's how bad they think we're gonna.
Dak at 10.
Dak at 10. I mean, that's how bad they're really,
But then with Jordan Love and Purdy, and Tua with this offense, you would feel disrespected, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you really? Yeah. I mean, Kirk, cuz you never know. We don't know what the Falcons are going to be. Okay, we know what the Jags going to be. All right, we know what they're going to do. But Purdy had a Super Bowl team, bro. They had the Chiefs beat also, like the Eagles did. They had them beat also. They just couldn't hold on to it, But I mean, those three, right there. I'm like, man, I'm pissed off if I'm them. I'm an honorable mention. I made it to the Super Bowl and
the NFC Championship game.
NFC Championship games, and now I got mad respect for Jared Goff on this list, man. Jared Goff had a hell of a season last year, bro.
Yeah.
We seen
seasons, really, I think.
Yeah, and we seen it alive when they played the Cowboys, man. That fucking game he had was amazing, dude. Yep. And for him to be traded from the Rams, the Super Bowl, he went to the Super Bowl too, to going to the Super Bowl and then get traded, like your team don't even want you. But it is what it is, man. So hey, we got other people we got other lists out that I actually want to get to. So I know we hung on to them quarterbacks long because y'all know I'm a Dak guy. So when I saw it kind of ticked me off. But the other list that I actually was fascinated by was the edge rushers, right? I think this is the only one they got right. I honestly do. I went through it and I was like, every one of these guys, maybe except for 10, I think Will Anderson is better than Burns to me. That's my opinion. So looking at the edge rushers, bro, how do y'all feel about them?
Man, it could go either or. Because the thing is, I understand your gripe, Chris, the whole DeMarcus Ware gripe, where this dude come out hot. He's hot, but he just don't finish the game. And the same thing with Micah, that he don't finish the season. And then Miles and TJ, consistent. You know what? I just think we're in denial about Brian Burns, and he's gonna be something we're gonna have to deal with.
No, I didn't say he was a good player. I said I just think Will Anderson is better than him. That's all I was saying. I think he's an excellent player. Yeah.
And Hunter, we got to see it again. He had a good year. We just got to see it again. It's another player on the Texans that we need to see 2 years of, because we've seen players just have one of these years and then they'll fade. So we need to see after he got his money, let him see if he is that player. You know what I'm saying? I think Nick Bosa is where he's supposed to be. Josh Allen is sneaky badass, but is it the conference he's playing in, the games he's playing in? that's the thing with that. But I like it.
I think he was, he number one overall pick, man. I think he played like a number one overall pick. Him and Aiden Hutchinson, they went 1-2, right? Yep. So they've been playing like it. Of course, Aiden. Of course, I'm biased with Aiden, but you can tell the difference on Detroit ever since he got there. To me, the top 5 is exactly like it's supposed to be. It's exactly like it's supposed to be, because Mac Crosby, if he was on any other team, if he had any other help, brother, on his
he's about to get it this year.
Well, yeah, this year, but last year, man, last couple of years, he didn't have no help, and he was doing it all by himself.
Real quick off subject, you think the Cowboys are going to have a better season than the Raiders?
Hey, you felt sorry for old boy. You felt sorry for Devontae Adams.
I just literally made a bet today with the Raider fans. Said we're gonna have a better $100 but it's the season.
Tell them
they're not even gonna have Devontae Adams for the whole season, bro.
I hadn't even watched the show yet. I know what you're talking about.
Dude,
but I hadn't watched the show
it's
yet.
one of the most telling things of a franchise you could ever watch. Like,
yeah, you're talking about receiver. You're talking about receiver.
Yes, sir.
It's been on my list to watch. I just hadn't watched it yet.
Bro, he said he ain't never been hit like that in his whole career. He's getting beat up.
He's get him killed.
He said he's getting beat up out there.
he getting mollywopped.
Oh, bro. And Gardner Minshew's his quarterback.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I digress. But the edge rushers to me are pretty good. I actually like the list. Let me see the other one that I actually wanted to bring to y'all's attention. This is one because this is my thumbnail, okay? And Rue, I need you on this one, baby. The tight end list.
Man.
Oh, okay. Let me start first, Rue, and I'll let y'all go. Okay. The blatant disrespect. The blatant disrespect for Jake Ferguson is ridiculous. If you watch the Cowboys offense at all last year, top 10 tight end in the league. I would put him as high as 7. Okay. Jake Ferguson is a beast, man. The kid, once we lost Dalton Schultz, we was all concerned about Jake Ferguson, and Schoonmaker and everything like that, and Hendershot. But Jake Ferguson put himself in that elite category overnight. And looking at this list, okay, I agree with the complete top 5, but 6 on down, I disagree with. So now, Rue, we'll let you go, man. How do you feel about this list?
To be completely honest, it feels like an accomplishment list to me. Aside from the top 5. The top 5, It is what it is. Travis Kelce is a monster. He's still going to be a monster. He could be a wide receiver 1 in this league. Travis Kelce's goated. George Kittle is one of the best blocking tight ends and most unselfish players on any football field. I know he put the shirt up talking about fuck Dallas, but I can't say nothing. I can't say nothing about George Kittle. He belongs at number 2. Mark Andrews has an injury problem from time to time, but he is still a staple in that offense for sure. Sam Laporta showed us he was a beast last season. It's pretty high for a rookie season. Probably switch him and Hawkinson out just because Hawkinson's a little bit more proven, but Sam Laporta still belongs at the top of this list, no doubt about it. When it comes to the next 5, Njoku I really like. Ingram I really like. Schultz I really like. I think Schultz is a really good tight end. I really always did. He was always Mr. Reliable when it came down to it. But this honorable mention could literally flip-flop with a lot of these guys. Yeah. Jake Ferguson is an absolute monster. Trey McBride is going to be essential for the Cardinals this year. You might see a lot come out of him. Pratt Freiermuth, bro, all these guys, Cole Kmet, Kyle Pitts, but Jake Ferguson for us specifically, he's a special player. I mean, he owned the seam. That man owned the seam. Go up and get it. Fergie time. Forget about it. That man could. That man
crazy you say that because remember, we wouldn't throw to the seam for at least 3 years.
He
After
absolutely
Bryce
owned the
Butler
team.
was gone, no, we didn't throw to the scene for fucking 3 years.
But I absolutely love Ferguson. I think that Ferguson could catapult himself into the top of this ranking with a really good season that I can expect him to have this upcoming year. I mean, the fact is he was our number two. He was basically our number two. He had 760 yards for the year. I believe he hit double digits in touchdowns. Like he was our number two. No, he didn't hit double digits in touchdowns. I think he finished with like 7. But I can't even remember. But it's single digits. I think it's 7. But he had a great year as considering it's really his first year as the full-time starter. He's got the role on his back now. So it's great to see what he's done. And I fully expect him to be on this list next year. He won't be no honorable mention.
Yeah.
21, man. What you got on this list, man? Anybody that you drop out? Because me and Rue kind of agree with the bottom 5. But
yeah,
what do you think?
The top 5, I think the top 5 is set the way it is. I do think that Jake Ferguson this season, where the Cowboys, as a Cowboy fan, and I think we all went into this past season, right, wondering what was going to be the tight end position, because we had who was it? Jake Ferguson. We had the rookie out of Michigan. What's his name? We had Schoonmaker. We had this tight end core that we were like, okay, who's gonna be that guy? And I think Jake Ferguson put himself in that position, and we saw him be that number 2 on the Cowboys, right? So, I would put Ferguson at 6. Right after Hawkinson, but so yeah, that bottom 5, I think it's interchangeable. But Jake Ferguson is him, and he belongs on this list to me.
Yeah, because to me, him and Pat Fairmouth from the Steelers, to me, and Kyle Pitts, to me, he could be a receiver at one. He remind me of Shannon Sharp so much,
I don't like Kyle Pitts. I think just that being in that Falcons and just not having quarterback.
We'll I think it'll be different this year just because he'll actually have a quarterback to throw him the damn ball if he can stay healthy. But
and then every fucking year he fucked my fantasy up for the past every year.
You pick him.
You got to ask the ground.
that was personal as hell, bro.
It was personal, wasn't it, man? Hey, real quick, it's a programming note. So, are we doing a show fantasy this year
with only 4 of us?
Well, no, we're gonna have 6 of our followers to make a 10-team league.
Oh, I'm down.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down.
I'm down to win the chip. I actually stopped playing fantasy. Come out of retirement and win the chip. I don't care.
I actually stopped playing fantasy 2 years ago. I just like it was taken away from me watching the game. But since y'all play it, I'm like, I guess I'll play again. So
maybe we could play, an inside game to every show that we come up, and we'll show the standings or some shit.
Yeah,
I don't mind getting out of retirement and taking the chip. No problem with me.
Anyway, let me pull this list.
That's cute. That's what they told me in the other league, man.
Yeah, let me pull this list up for Mikey. Mikey, anybody on this list, man, on these tight ends, man, that you think that
Njoku, it's reputation. Hawkinson, there's a reason why they traded him, and the reason is above him. But I think Goddard was more of a staple. Him getting hurt, that nasty tackle in the Cowboys game, which should have been, somebody should have got fined because that arm tackle was bullshit, even though it's our own team. Ferguson, I let him stay hungry, let him be disrespected, and let him stay there. I really like that. So because when he's up for a contract, we don't have to pay his ass. So it's more Dak than him. I'm sorry, we have so much good players. You don't understand. We got this big old piece of pie that we got to divvy up. But then after that, Tyler Smith is up. Like shit.
Yeah. Tyler's up too. Oh, and we got a list on that too. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
That one.
I think he was on the honorable mentions on that one, right?
Hold on. I got
Couldn't he be? He's all pro.
Hold on. Let me make sure. Okay, this is 33. Yeah, Tyler Smith was honorable mention on the interior offensive line. Can you believe that?
I can't. I really
It was
can't.
an honorable mention, bro.
As his
Honorable
number
pro.
2.
As an all pro.
as an all pro.
That's crazy.
Now, of course, the Hall of Famer is number 1. We know the Hall of Famer is going to be number 1. Okay?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's truly incredible.
Yeah.
Because Zach Martin's been in this league for a hot minute.
Yeah.
And
he's a first ballot, bro. He's
yeah,
first ballot.
like
Already.
incredible.
Hey,
Incredible jacket.
I saw a stat today. I think he had one sack in the last, I think it was
8 years.
8. Yeah, it was like 2,000 snaps.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. how Hall of Fame can you get? You know what I mean?
That's like Larry Fitzgerald drop stats. Like when you really look at Larry Fitzgerald's drop stats in 10 years, you're like, son of a bitch. Like he never dropped the ball.
So the Hall of Fame is number 1. Of course, we respect that. I mean, everybody know around the league that he is the man. Okay. A lot of I know a lot of you guys don't know these interior people. I do because I'm an offensive line guy, but when they left Tyler off the top 10, I was just like, you watch any Marlin videos, offensive line play, Tyler Smith is all over the field. You watch
Elroy.
Dude, watch any of the Cowboy games. You can just go to any Cowboy game and just focus on 73. I know a lot of people don't focus on the offensive line, but you focus on 73, and 73 is a mauler. The guy who I did not want, I wanted Tyler Lindenbaum, center for the Ravens.
He's not even on that list.
Not even on this list.
And he should be.
Hey, I don't know why 21 don't bust my balls about this on a daily basis, because I was all over Vegas.
He's not even honorable mention.
I have a video too.
Not even honorable.
He had a video.
Yes.
Yo, I have a video.
And it's bad. And when the Cowboys drafted him, and then my bro called me, he said, man, he played with your nephew, he played with Clay at North Crowley. And I was like, I forgot all about Tyler. Because he went to Tulsa. Okay, he went to Tulsa. And you don't get to see Tulsa on TV, and that's how you lose people, when they go to the smaller schools and everything like that. And when the Cowboys drafted him in the first round, and even on any of the mocks, all the mocks that whole year, nobody had the Cowboys taking him. He wasn't even in the first round.
Lindenbaum was as high as 12, and to get him was far-fetched. For him to drop to us, we were like, it was the golden ticket. And we're not getting him, but it was the best thing we were wrong at, big dog, because I was there with you.
Hey, believe me, I should have a flag up to say I was wrong. Will McClay, you are the man. I apologize for ever doubting you. Because I was definitely wrong.
Whenever we get Tyler Smith, I'm gonna tell him that story about it.
Oh yeah, you got to, man.
I'm
at to pull a few strings and call a nephew, see if I can get him on the show.
Oh hell yeah! but back to the mauling video. What he did to Fred Warner, I know we got curb stomped in that fucking game, but he's still going downfield and kicking that fucker out of the club.
Yeah, yeah, he did. He did, man. So, hey, man, I just wish. I don't know. See, this is another reason why I don't know what they're judging it on. Because, like Rue said, if they judging off potential of this year, that dude should automatically be in the top 5. Automatically, if we're going off of that premise. But to me, I think this is all these lists to me is just popularity contest. To me, it's just But then there's scouts and front office people, and you figure the scouts and front office people wouldn't do that.
I mean, we're seeing what the Giants front office looks like. A little dumpster fire in itself. So maybe it really is the way it is.
Hey man, all I can say is 12 straight wins. Anyway, No, they don't want to talk about that. They always talk about how bad we lose in the first round. I say, well, at least you got to get to the first round. You got to beat people in your division first, which we've done to y'all 12 straight times. Anyway, I'm gonna get off the Giants. I'm gonna get off the Giants. So, it's only one more thing I wanted to bring up, and we talked about this on the previous show, and this is top 10 coaches in the NFL. Top 10.
Lazy. No, that's Collins. Look at it. It says Collins top 10.
Yeah, that jerk. Collins. Not Colin Cowherd. This is Collins. What's his first name?
Colin Cowherd.
Colin. Yeah. Oh, Colin Cow. Yeah, it is Colin Cowherd. Okay. He got Andy Reid. He got Sean McVay. He got John Harbaugh. Sean Payton, which is ridiculous to me. Mike Tomlin is only because he ain't had a losing season.
Wow.
Kyle Shanahan should be a top 5. Matt LaFleur, he's right where he should be. Kevin Stefanski, is that the proper way to pronounce his name? Stefanski.
Yes, that's perfect.
Sean McDermott, who almost got fired last year. And the 1 year
9/11 attacks.
Yeah, and the 1 year head coach, DeMeco Ryan, is better than your Dallas Cowboys coach. So what y'all think about that list?
I think it's funny where he has Kyle Shanahan because he usually glazing him. Like I don't know, like how you said, where does Sean Payton deserve to be on this list?
Exactly. He has
basically Mike McCarthy and Sean McVay are the same dude.
Yeah. Look, just look at the list again. Okay. Okay. Sean Payton ain't done crap. Okay. The Harbaugh, John, either one, they're cool with me. Shanahan should be top 5, should be top 2. Stefanski, I don't understand why he's even why is he on the list and they hadn't done nothing. They can run, they got a good run game, but that's Nick Chubb. And Sean, like I say, Sean McDermott almost got fired.
And I think Mike Tomlin is only on there because of his
longevity.
Yep.
That's it.
Nah, but Stefanski's on there because last year he lost his quarterback and his running back and still made it to the playoffs with Joe Flacco. He made Joe Flacco look like playoff Joe Flacco from back in the day.
But it was that defense that kept them afloat.
Defense.
Bro, Joe Flacco was throwing like 300 yards a game.
Yeah, he was.
What do you mean?
I think he was up for a comeback player.
He made Joe Flacco look like a straight up killer.
Why they cut him? Why didn't bring him back?
Come on, man. They guaranteed money to Deshaun Watson. He don't make those decisions anyway.
Yeah, he should.
He don't make those decisions. He was he was on that 1 year contract. Came in to fill in. Like that's all that was. But you drag a team with no quarterback and no running back to the playoffs, people give you respect.
I was on the Cleveland bandwagon last year just because of all the people that got hurt, you know. It was because I'm a Chubb fan. I love Nick Chubb. I do. I just love his. Hey, I remember when Cleveland marched their ass down to AT&T and all 3 of their running backs almost had 100 yards. Yep. I was just crazy. Oh my God. They had 300 yards rushing on the Cowboys that year, but that was 2 years ago. But it was crazy. Nick had 120 at halftime. I was like, fuck,
bro. Acting up, like
marching up and down the field on us. Anyway,
ugly. Yeah.
So, Mikey, do you have any disagreement with this list that Colin Cowherd put out?
It's tricky with coaches and what coaches do, but I understand why DeMeco's on there. Kevin Stefanski, it's just look. This dude glazes young offensive guys a little too much. That's his deal. But like it goes back to what are we going off? Recency,
Mikey
success.
Mikey throwing in those young words. Glazing.
Glazing.
Hey, but hey, did you see the asterisks though? Jim Harbaugh didn't qualify. Why not?
So that's basically him throwing them on there.
Yeah, he's
Basically
basically
saying,
saying I should have put him on there. And I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you this: Sean McDermott ain't gonna be the head coach of the Bills next year. Because what
Yeah.
happens to them this year, they're gonna blame on him.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
saw what
I'm actually thinking they're gonna have a good year.
shit. We saw what they were without Stephon Diggs last season, and now he don't have Diggs or Gabriel. Tell me who his one
What they
is.
did to us.
God help Dalton Kincaid, because he's gonna have to do a whole hell of a lot for that offense this year.
Well,
As long as Brady runs with Cooks and they help him out like that, I think they're gonna have a better year. Watch. I honestly think they are, because they're gonna rely more on that running game.
well, I guess we're gonna see. But yeah, that was the three I actually really wanted to bring up, man. The coaches, but well, like I said, we talked about this before. Now with me with Mike McCarthy, even though I got on record that he should have been fired after the playoff game. I really do believe that. But you know, that's why I'm not a GM or a head of a front office, because my emotions would take precedence over this. So like, motherfucker, you get our ass stomped like this at home. I'm just not happy with it. Heads gotta roll, you know what I mean? Heads gotta roll. But that don't bother me that he's not a top 10, because you know, you look what it's 32 teams. Shit, if he's top 15, I'm happy. So I think he is. That other list we had, it was that show we did. I think he was at 18 when we did that list before. He was at 18. But this is Colin Cowherd's list. You know, he's sometime a Cowboy fan, and now he's a Cowboy hater now. So I don't know which one he is. Again, yeah, it's funny. But man, one thing I forgot to bring up, man, was the video on the speak when the receiver from Green Bay, what's his name?
Oh God. You guys are back when he's talking about what did Jalen Hurts do good.
Yeah. Dak Prescott and Dak. Oh, what's his name?
What's his name?
Y'all vamper. I'm a vamp. I'm gonna try to find this video. Hold on.
Man.
he got damn it, dude. I know what you're talking about when he's talking. He makes the comparisons of Dak Prescott and Jalen Hurts. The only thing better Jalen Hurts does is he's more mobile and he runs out the option. That's it. That's the only thing he does better. That's it. And then they hold it different, and it's the same thing with the list. Holding Dak Prescott on a curve all the damn time, which makes more content, which makes the same damn argument. How many times is the show speak gonna make the same damn argument about Dak Prescott or Jalen Hurts? Like, we should count it, how much they fucking do it every week this year.
Right.
And it's Dave Hellman versus Shady McCoy. And oh boy, god damn, I hate that I don't remember his name.
James Jones?
James Jones.
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding. Oh, what does DP go? Bloop, 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 bloop.
James Jones.
Nah, that list was very telling for Jalen Hurts, because so many people, bro, I've seen him as high as 3, 4 on these lists, like over everybody, and it just doesn't even make sense. I don't even know how you could off of one game. It's all off of one game, one Super Bowl appearance. Because then you look at what he did last year, and it was just like, bro, and all they do is point at the fact that, oh, he was hurt. He was hurt all last year, apparently.
Yeah. So I found it, but it's a long ass video. I'm trying to break it down. Give me a second.
There's nothing that Jalen Hurts does better than Dak Prescott at the quarterback.
No, I got it. I got the whole video. Give me a second. I got the video. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
But he does go on and say that he thinks Dak Prescott should want out of Dallas. You know.
Yeah, that's funny. I don't think that. I got to get through all the commercials. Give me a second. I'm sorry, audience. I should have been more prepared. When I brought it up, I was like, shit, I don't have the video prepared. I'm sorry. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
No, man. Dude,
Adam baby.
we're 9 days away from Oxnard and us getting there. We're almost there. Dude, you don't understand that the Hall of Fame game is like 3 weeks away, 2 weeks away.
Yep. August
Like we're
what?
here already. We
All right.
made it limping.
All right, y'all ready for this one? All right, here we go.
Mm-mm. The volume.
Yeah, there's no volume on it, big fella.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
no.
remember, like, subscribe, the Cowboy Up podcast all the time. So yeah.
He might be getting his jersey retired or something over there in Cleveland. I'm just saying the expectation is not like the Browns all thing.
Oh, snap.
Oh, we can say that. The Browns ring them up. But if he 12 wins in the playoffs, winning or losing. You understand what I'm saying? But since it's in Dallas, people talk about that and all the blame goes to Dak Prescott. So Jerry Jones, you paid Zeke before me. Now you over here sitting back with all your people that work in the organization talking, is he the guy? No. Let him walk. Let him go see what else is out there, and the Dallas Cowboys figure the quarterback cut out. Let me ask you this question, because people don't often remember.
And he has a great point. Nobody has gone to this deep into his contract, and he should be licking his chops to hit free agency. He should. He should. He fucking really should. Not because he's entitled, because they're gonna let him do it.
Yeah.
And it's blatant disrespect. Or like I said, they're putting their thumb in our mouth and saying it's food, right? And playing with us when they really got something, underlying going, and they're just keeping the whole, the Cowboys in the news cycle and the Dak thing in the news cycle, because last time they beat it to death.
Yeah.
Why not again?
All right. Well, look, I just wanted to play that video for you, just see what y'all thought about it. I mean, but literally, it's what we've been saying all season anyway. I mean, we've been saying the same thing, But hey, the Cowboys is always gonna wait till the last minute to do shit, so we know that. All right, man. So we close to the end. Hey, we got any final thoughts? Mikey, we'll start with you, man. If you got any final thoughts, Mikey.
Get your honeydews done, get your shopping in with your wife done, get all that quality time done, because you know what I mean. Football is coming, and we're going to be consumed by this, and it's going to be the best of times. Cross our fingers, light your candles. Let's stay healthy. What about you, Cowboys?
All right. 21, you got any final thoughts, baby?
9 days away from training camp. I'm excited to see a lot of battles that we're gonna see. This running back room, I want to see what it's about. I want to see this young cat. This young cat at what is it? Left tackle, right? What we replaced Tyron with, it's training camp is around the corner, and just like Mikey said, it's football, man, and we're gonna have a lot more of it here on the Cowboy Up podcast. So stay tuned, y'all. Like, subscribe, tell your friends about us, all the good stuff, right? What up, Peaches Cowboys, baby?
Tell your friends about us. Rue, your final thoughts.
Yeah, man. Just can't wait 9 days away. Just ready for the pads to get on, ready to see who's going to win these matchups and earn these spots on this roster, what this offensive line is going to look like, how our running back room looks, like Mondo said, and really the receivers, big time on the receivers. Got to know what's going to go on with that room, what's going to happen with CD Lamb. Obviously, we all expect it, but you never know until it actually happens. So I just really want to see what happens with everything all the way around, man, because there's so many different moving parts. I feel like even offensively and defensively, from the corners to the receivers to the linebacker room to the D line to the O line, like there's pieces everywhere that we just got to get our eyeballs on, and I can't wait to see the pads get on and get after it.
I know that's right, man. I can't wait, man. Look, my final thoughts is like this. This season, it's going to be a lot of jobs on the line for the Dallas Cowboys, starting from the head coach to the quarterback, to people in the front office. Man, it's going to be. The Cowboys has basically made this their make or break year for a lot of players, a lot of personnel. So let's see what it's going to be about. Are we going to make or break? We're going to have a lot of young people on the field, especially on defense this year. A lot of young people. I'm excited to see what these linebackers are going to do this year. I'm excited about Tyler Guyton. I'm excited about Brock's year. Him or BB. I'm excited to see what the running back's going to do, because we didn't address this issue at all in the offseason other than bringing Zeke back. But to me, that was just a formality just for a short yardage. So, hey, man, it's a lot of questions that the Cowboys got to answer. And in 9 days, these damn answers got to start. They better start in 9 days. They better start figuring this crap out, right? So also on conversation with Chris, DJ Kai, he also wanted me to remind the guys that most of their tailgates may be preseason, and then Atlanta, they're having a big thing in Las Vegas for the Vegas tailgate. And the other, because the Cowboys only got one home game for preseason. The other one, where is it? Is it LA, I believe?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's in Las
LA.
Vegas.
No, Las Vegas is the first one.
Yeah.
LA is the second one.
And that's very on purpose.
Yeah.
Like,
so,
Jerry is a genius. Two cities where they have football, because Jerry got him there. As much as the Rams fans should be kissing our ass, and the freaking Raiders fans should be kissing our ass.
Exactly. So, man, if y'all thinking about hanging out, going to a preseason game or anything like that, man, hook up with DJ Kai, One Star One Family. And also check out that interview, man. And actually, it went 2 hours.
Marathon.
It was a marathon, but man, hey man, we found out a lot of things about DJ Kai. So man, like always, man, like we always say here at the Cowboy Podcast, Dallas Cowboys for life.
Puro pinche Cowboys.
Hey,
They
man.
missed. They missed.
And we'll see y'all next week.
This is what we're doing now. We're just gonna make stuff up. It's gonna be off the cuff. It's gonna be wild. And this is crazy because y'all are Cowboys fans, from what I understand. And what's even wilder is y'all gave it like a hard pause. Like y'all gave it like the, oh man, he about to say something profound. Like he's gonna drop the mic. He's gonna give us the knowledge of the Cowboys' first round draft selection history.
Send this to a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Is it true? Is it true? Is it true that the Cowboys have the best fans? Yes, sir.
Extra thought on that. Because I'm swimming in it. I wear this jersey every first game. It's my favorite jersey.
Drop some bars to my pussy.
Came from El Paso.
Go Cowboys!